Hello everyone, my name is Emmy. Welcome to my channel, or if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. So in today's video, I thought I would just do a flip through and show to you guys the latest thing I have accomplished, which is finish a doodle book. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so a doodle book. Basically, it's a class that I did, and it's taught by Joanne Sharpe. For those of you who don't know, Joanne Sharpe is known for her lettering. I've first heard of her doing a Jane Davenport class. If you guys have been an old follower of my channel, then you know that I've done a few of Jane Davenport online classes, and one of her online classes involved lettering. So she did it in tandem with Joanne Sharpe. So I actually haven't done that course yet, but I just want to tell you guys that's the first time I've heard of her. So I ended up buying her book, and her work is just so cool and amazing. So just to do a quick flip through of her book, this is The Art of Whimsical Lettering. She has another one called Doodle something. I'll link it somewhere, or like I'll put it on the description below. But yeah, like she has other books. I think she even has one on whimsical stitching. So this is the kind of work that she does. And yeah, so on her website, she has a few classes. She has short ones called Art Sparks, and I think she has 20 of them. And then she has whimsical lettering, whims in watercolor, and then lettering classes and all that beautiful stuff. So yeah, so I just kind of really, I don't know, lately I don't know how I even just started getting into lettering again. Like the only lettering I really do is the copper plate calligraphy. So, but in terms of like something like this, I haven't really, like, brush lettering or anything like that. I don't really know much about it. Like I said, I only really kind of concentrated on copper plate calligraphy. So yeah, so I thought when I saw her online workshops, I thought I'd give it a go. So I ended up doing the doodle class, the first one, because I think she has two of them. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is basically show you guys short snippets of me just working on the doodle book, and then I'll come back and do the flip through. Okay, so we're back. Now before I start doing the flip through, I just want to show some of the materials that I ended up using for this class. So she doesn't really tell you to get a lot, which is really great. So it's basically just pens and watercolor. So for the pens, these are the ones I ended up using. Through this class, I discovered that I really love uniball, I guess how they would say in Japan, uniball Let me see the two ones I use here. The Uniball. This one, sorry. So this one, the needle, Vision Needle Micro, so which is a 0.5, I believe, 0.5. And then this one, the gold one, it's a very cool. So it's a gold and white. This is the one that she really recommends for a white pen. The Uniball Signo Signo Broad. It's UM something. I will also put it down below. And this is the gold one. And then the ones I usually use before this class, like just the regular pens I use, I end up using here as well, which is the Micron, my beloved Microns that I pretty much use every day for other stuff. And then the Faber-Castell. Yeah, Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens. These are amazing as well. And then this one is another Uniball, the pin, I think. Yeah, which is kind of like the Micron, same tip as the Micron. And then the Carbon Pen ink. This one I've been using for years and years. And then the Jelly Roll 08. And this one is just a no-name gold pen I got in a cheap set. I can't remember now. And then for the watercolors, okay, let me just get all of them together. Okay, so for the watercolors, the main ones that she recommended is something I already have around, which is great. So the Tombows. So the way she uses it for the class, she uses it like watercolor. So that's great. And then this is the main watercolor palette that I was using, excuse me. And this is mostly Daniel Smith with, I think, some Grumbacher and Winsor Newton, but most of them. And for the gouache, well, the gouache, yeah. So the gouache I ended up using here for the white. Actually, I didn't use the white too much, but it's the Holbein one because I got this in a set. So yeah, and then before I ended up finishing, I mean, that's a relative term because you don't really finish with a Doodle Book, I think. So this one I just recently got. Oh my gosh, this one we were just in a store here in Toronto that they were selling, like, it's just a step above a dollar store, I guess. And they were selling this brand for like $14.99, the Demask watercolor. And it's a, so I thought I saw Pebeo. I'm like, well, that's a pretty well-known brand. So I ended up trying it and I ended up really loving it. So I use that for this class as well. So it's a great find. Like I said, for this whole set, it's only like $14.50, but it ended up being really pigmented and really such a good set. Like for a student grade, you know, it's really quite good. And for the brushes, I use mainly this Princeton ones, the Princeton Neptune 8.6, and this one is this is a Aqua Elite, yeah. So this one's all right. On that note, let us do the flip through. Okay, so she calls this Art Sparks like mini courses, but they're so jam-packed with a lot of good stuff, really. She has longer classes, like I said, the lettering ones and the Whimsin watercolor. So those ones those are my next project. Hopefully I can do some of them soon. But yeah, even for like just a short course, I learned so much. And it just really kind of brought back, because lately I've been in a bit of an art funk. I mean, I've been still drawing every day, but even that, you know, sometimes I'll just do like literally like 2 minutes. Just do like 2-3 lines, you know. So I kind of wanted to do just something that would spark it again, and this class totally did it for me. So let us go. I will show you guys. So the first thing she has you do is what you call a pattern book. So, and she even tells you how to do these books, right? So I'm not going to go into that because that's for her class. So this is the cover, and this is using watercolor paper. So using, yeah, there's a pamphlet stitch, and she tells you how to do it. So you kind of have like the table of contents here. She tells you really like what to put in each page. So this pattern book is basically just something for you to use as a reference later on when you work on the bigger one, right? So the pens, all the pens that I use, and then I tested them out, whether they're waterproof or not. Then the colors. So these are like the swatch pages, I guess. And then here, so she tells you, like I said. So I'm just gonna show you guys all the stuff I ended up doing. I hope is it blurry? Let me see. I hope not. Okay. So, right. So this is like the first project. Just so colorful, this whole thing. It's really cool. And these are actually blank pages for your notes and stuff. So I ended up just swatching more stuff because I found more of my Faber-Castell pens laying around. So I thought I'd do a swatch on that. And so that's it. So that's the, I don't know if you guys can see, the pattern playbook. All right, so now the main one is this one here. So this started off as a black and white. And then I think I'll have a picture here of how it looks like as a black and white. And then I ended up coloring it because that was like the bonus bonus project at the end, like just putting color in this. So this is the whole cover. So it's literally like just doodling, and it's so much fun. Like I was not much of a doodle person even when I was younger, but I think this project kind of just changed my mind about it. So this first page again, like with this, she tells you what to put on each page, the instructions. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I can't talk right now. It's so rainy outside too right now, so it's kind of gloomy. I'm just using natural light, so I hope you guys can still see okay. Yeah, so anyways, enough of my rambling. Here, watercolor scribbles, and then this one, the gouache scribbles. So I guess like what the title says, it's a watercolor, and then you end up putting some patterns, doodle patterns inside. And this one is gouache, and that's layered. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show it. You use a acrylic pen as well. So I'll hang on a sec. Okay, so this is gouache with acrylic pen. Scribbles on top, and she actually recommends, or not recommend, but she uses Posca paint in her class, Miss Joanne Sharpe. But I only have one, this one here. This is the only Posca I have. But for the rest, like the other colors, I ended up just using this no-name acrylic pens I've had forever. I don't know where they're from. So yeah, okay, forgot to show that earlier. All right, and then this looks so colorful, right? Like it was just so much fun. And really at the end of the day, this pages, like she said, because you can literally, you can really work on them for months and months, and then you can just keep adding to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, because even with this blank spaces here, later on, if you want, you can actually just fill them out, like, but really it never really ends. So yeah, you can just like I will show you guys later on. There's a page here, the center page, that I pretty much had on my desk. So every time I'm on hold on a phone or listening to a podcast, I would just work on it. So yeah, and this one again, gouache with this one's here with the acrylic pen. Like I said, I mean, yeah, like you can just keep working on this thing, really. It's so cool, and I just love how colorful it looks, like it just makes me happy looking at these pages. All right, okay, this one, brain blossoms, and this one's called doodle flower collage. This is the page. This is the center page. My daughter loves this page, like my youngest daughter, like. And I think even with me too. So this is the page I was working on every time, I just had some time. I had it by my desk and just worked on it, like whenever. So it's like, I think it's really cool. It's just, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but if you guys have done her class, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But even this, like, you can just keep adding and adding to this, really, like. Like it, in a lot of ways, if you have any of this doodle book, it never really just ends, right? So, and this carbon pen, I mean, I've always loved using it. But now, because I haven't used it in a long time, so it's good to, oh my god, is it out of ink? It's just really kind of cool to start using it again, you know, like, yeah. Anyways, okay, so I'll just keep working on this thing if I don't stop. All right, so this one, okay. This one, I really like this page as well, how she shows you how to do it, so it's very cool. This one, another doodle page with the watercolor circles. Okay, and this one is incognito, so basically you write your name and then try to hide it with all these patterns. So my daughter said, yeah, I think now that I'm looking at it in the camera, you can actually totally see my name so easily. But I also liked how this turned out. Like, again, it's like one of those things that you can just keep adding stuff to it and keep working on it, and you can even color it if you want, if you use the waterproof ink like the Micron or the carbon pen. Yeah, I think that's why she tells you to use the uni ball and the Micron and all that, because they're waterproof. So it's if you want to add color to it later. And this is the last page, and it says home is where your heart and soul lives. So again, she shows you how to do all this stuff, like, so yeah. So this one for the color, I ended up yeah, I wasn't gonna color it, but I was really inspired by how she did it, so I'll see if I can insert the picture of how she did it, like with her own palette. So I kind of tried to imitate it, but I didn't have the exact color, so I just kind of had to work with what I have. But yeah, so it's the same thing with this one. Again, if you, especially if you didn't color it, you can just keep adding stuff to it, you know. And that's it. That is my doodle book. So I loved it so much, I ended up just making another one. This one I haven't really filled out, but I just had some extra sheets lying around, so I just ended up doing it. So this is just sprayed watercolor ink, and then this is one of the tutorials that she did for Strathmore when she was doing Christmas cards. So I thought I'd imitate that. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's cool how she used glitter glue, so I ended up imitating that as well. So, and that's about it. But yeah, so now I have another doodle book. She also has another doodle book class called Doodle Book too. So, but anyways, yeah, she has so many classes on online, on her website online. So I'll link that down below. So anyways, this is just, yeah, just to show you guys, this is the main one. I'm really happy how it turned out, and a big thank you to Miss Joanne Sharpe for putting out such an amazing class, and it's reasonably priced as well. These are all reasonably priced classes. So yeah, if you've done it, if any of you seeing this, you've done it, just let me know, and yeah, I'll be happy to like chat with you about it. Anyways, as always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll end that here. Yeah. All right, bye.